हेलो हेलो। हे गाइस, हंटर बडीज यार, और आप सबका स्वागत है गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के एक और लाइव स्ट्रीम में। काफ़ी दिनों बाद ये गेम में लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ। काफ़ी टाइम तक छोड़ दी थी, तो अब वापस से इसे मैं शुरू कर रहा हूँ। मुझे तो याद भी नहीं लास्ट टाइम मैंने कहाँ छोड़ा था। यहाँ छोड़ा था, यहाँ छोड़ा था, याद भी नहीं। आओ इसी को करते हैं। गो टू द
What a
लैंड
view.
ऑफ डेंड्रो आर्कान।
How about a quick break so I
अच्छा
can
नहीं,
sketch
ये
this beautiful scenery?
शायद ये दूसरा क्वेस्ट हो जाएगा ये मेरे ख्याल से। थ्रू द मिस्ट ऑफ स्मोक एंड फॉरेस्ट डार्क, ये तो नया मिशन हो जाएगा शुरू। वे टू फाइंड वे टू गेट द ऑडियंस। स्टोरी क्वेस्ट भी करते, काफ़ी रह रहा है। अब मुझे नहीं पता कौन सा सही है इसमें। इसमें तो ये भी तो नहीं बता दे कि पहला कौन सा करे। अच्छा यही है, आओ फिर। एक मिनट, पार्टी चेंज कर।
You want?
ओ माँ,
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me...
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder. Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us? Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here! Which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now...
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time. I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest. Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
हाँ योइमिया फ्रेंड है ना चलो
It's time for the... It's showtime, Bunglehead! Let's smash our way through to the semifinals!
योइमिया कहाँ है ओए योइमिया कहाँ है
Are you here to see Lady Yai? She was inside a moment ago, but her movements are always a source of mystery. You never know when she might disappear. Anyway, you may head in and see if she's there.
अबे ये रही ओ योइमिया चलो काम है
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Surely you could at least humor me by engaging in some small talk first?
oh sorry
Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of your charm. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see? I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Okay.
The Almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves. Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the Almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is... authentic! Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
चलो भाई देखे क्या हो गया रानी को ये
Why
तो
is
घूम रही
she
है
pacing back and forth? Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while.
अबे
The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
क्या बात है सही में
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
तो अब ए के साथ हम घूमेंगे फिरेंगे। वाह, अरे बे, ये कहीं और ही चले गई। Something to press pizza from? क्या? अबे pizza from another land? अबे क्या चल रहा है ये?
Welcome to Netsukin again, Chris.
यही तो भाई समझ नहीं आता है कि क्या करे पहले क्या ना करे पहले। अब मैं कुछ क्वेश्चन करना पड़ेगा, पता ही नहीं अब क्या होगा क्या नहीं। यही तो
The
फिर
truth of this world.
खिचड़ी पक जाती है। कि पहले ये करे पहले वो करे, अब ये इसको यहाँ करूँगा मैं। आधा क्वेस्ट छोड़ दिया, फिर पता नहीं अगला
Soil is
क्वेस्ट कब
moist,
ये दोबारा शुरू
ideal
होगा,
for collecting the roots of bloom blossoms.
कितने स्ट्रीम बाद होगा, कितने
No,
टाइम
please.
बाद करूँगा, याद भी नहीं
Allow me
रहता
to
कि
handle
क्या
this.
हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ। अंधों की तरह स्ट्रीम करते चला जाऊँगा फिर।
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
चलो दूसरा ही मिशन शुरू हो क्या करें अब उसके लिए क्या करूं समझ नहीं
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Does it?
भाई ये कहाँ आ गई
We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
अलग ही जगह है पागल है ये हो रही दिख गई ऐसी एक बार शॉप दिखा था मुझे पता नहीं कहाँ बैठा था याद नहीं आ रहा
Huh? The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her. Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuehai Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishe. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
अबे ये
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then!
तो ये गानियों की स्टोरी है. इसको ले लूँ मैं. हाँ ये. वे. आओ
Coming to be! Moments of birth!
You can't run! Nowhere to hide.
अरे भाई 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 लड़ गई
Burst forth!
Speed of light. Punishment. Don't blink.
Burst forth! Feel this ancient power!
एक तो गया
Speed of light. Let's light it up. Judgment.
Coming to be!
You can't run.
माइनर सा रह गया बस और एक
Don't blink. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
नाइस
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
अच्छा ट्रेनिंग हम भी करेंगे करना क्या है एक मिनट गान्यू 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 बोल के आनी आनी है क्यों आवाज निकाल रहा हूँ मेरे को लग रहा है मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
जी अरे मैं नहीं कर पा रहा ये कैसे करूं कैसे जाऊं मैं वहां तक फेल हो जाऊंगा। अरे कहाँ था विंड? हो गया। गेम कब करोगे डैडा? डैडा 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 क्यों भाई, ब्रो ही बोल दो यार। फेस कैम कर लूँगा मैं, ऐसे कोई दिक्कत है नहीं, लेकिन क्या है कि मेरे पे वो है नहीं, वेब कैम नहीं है मेरे पास, और मेरे पास अभी बजट भी नहीं है कि मैं कोई वेब कैम ले लूँ। तो मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ कि थोड़े पैसे जोड़ूँ और वेब कैम लूँ, तो फेस कैम शुरू कर दूँगा। अबे कैसे करूँ मैं इसे, समझ ही नहीं आ रहा। कहाँ से जाऊँ मैं, कैसे करूँ इसको? 1 मिनट बचा है, फेल हो जाएगा। ऐसा ना हो कि मेरे को दोबारा करने के लिए बोल दे ये। अच्छा डैडा माने बिग ब्रो, सॉरी ब्रो, मैंने गलत समझा। ग्रैंडफादर की भाई, बिग ब्रो काफ़ी है, बिग ब्रो भी नहीं यार, तुम बस एक बड़ी भी बोल दोगे मेरे लिए बहुत। अरे वहाँ से है रास्ता जाने का, लेकिन भैंस क्या वहाँ तक जाऊँगा कैसे? वैसे रेड अलर्ट से सेट नहीं है क्या? वॉचिंग देख रहे हो? हाँ 6 हो गए, थैंक यू। वॉचिंग हो गए, थैंक यू। ये 6 के लिए भाई फेल हो गया, मुझे नहीं पता कैसे होगा, ये फेल हो गया। स्पीक टू।
So here you are, Ganyu.
अरे फिर
Why
से
did
करना
you come
पड़ेगा? नहीं, अच्छा बंगला और भी।
Is that so? You really are interested in the ways of Adepti. This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
अरे यार ये मेरे को फिर तो बार-बार कराएगी, अगर मैं बार-बार फेल होता चला गया तो बार-बार कैसे करूँगा? से चढ़ के जाऊं? अरे वहां से है रास्ता जाने का, मैं ये मिस कर रहा था लास्ट टाइम।
is a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
अरे मिस हो गया बे अरे भाई क्या हो रहा है Oh, finally हो गया.
We've completed the task. What do you think? Hardships are a fact of life, both for the Adepti and humans alike.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's go.
Let's go bro, let's go. और thank you भाई, अगर अभी आप देख रहे हो, अभी भी मतलब भाई रैंडम व्यू देख रहे हो तो thank you for the raid. मुझे पता नहीं मैं कैसे रिएक्ट करूँ इन सब चीज़ों पे, तो सॉरी मैं रिएक्ट नहीं कर Lee. नहीं शाव है.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training.
Thank you.
That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds.
अच्छा भाई तुम भी
must create a lot of confusion.
यूट्यूबर हो क्या या तुम भी
Instead of
स्ट्रीम करते
explaining
हो क्या, तो
yourself to
बताओ.
me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
फिर से मुझे तो नहीं करना कुछ. Complete the shout trial. हेलो. मेरा नाम थोड़ा सा अजीब सा था, मैं पढ़ नहीं पाया. पर हेलो. जो भी.
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed. Incoming. Hey.
क्यों कोई सब चला रहे हो आप? बहुत बढ़िया भाई, बहुत बढ़िया. सही है.
Speed of light.
Come into being.
ये तो आसान है, इनको तो मार दूंगा मैं.
You can't run.
Born of ice and frost. No touching.
Hello, bro. Hello. how should I pronounce your name? Madnet? Can I call you Madnet?
Judgment!
It's a little strange, but no worries. I should try my best.
You can't run!
स्टूडियो की जगह दिख जाएगा ओके पे आ जाओ तो सब सेट करवा अरे थैंक यू just call him Mad. Okay. Hello, Mad buddy.
Burst forth.
Ah,
All hail!
Live!
Judgment! Lights out.
Burst forth.
Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Coming to be. Moments of birth.
Let's light it up!
Access denied. No touching.
आ जाओ
Live!
Judgment! Don't blink!
Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
and me March. Okay, March.
Born of ice and frost.
Coming to be.
You can't run! Speed of light!
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
That's gonna hurt in the morning!
Next on me, it blaze over. No touching.
You can't run!
Oh, हो गया finally.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Nice.
Have to do what?
Nice. Momo के लिए.
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Blessing चाहिए.
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm
Useless बोल
leaving.
दिया भाई गान्यू को.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said... He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
भाई
all
चलना.
right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
भाई तुम भी खेलते हो क्या गेंशिन?
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
अच्छा कभी ट्राई करना मौका मिले तो
The
या कभी
sound
मन
of
करे
the
तो
waves in this familiar port.
शायद
The
पसंद
smell
आए.
of the sea breeze
सबकी
makes me
अपनी-अपनी choice होती है.
nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Jueyun Karst, in fact.
Is that... It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right over the last, however many decades.
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Chi Sing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Chi Sing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yuehai Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at Yuehai Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Chi Sing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yuehai Pavilion.
चलो भाई तो हाय ऐसा उतरते जल्दी
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Chi Sing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and miHoYo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and miHoYo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with miHoYo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
यार एक काम करते हैं आजकल इतना ही करते हैं क्या है कि थोड़ी सी तबीयत ठीक भी नहीं लग रही थी उतनी फिर भी सोचा स्ट्रीम कर लेते हैं खाली बैठे बैठे क्या करेंगे तो गाइस आई होप कि तुम्हें ये स्ट्रीम पसंद आई और अब तक मैं वैसे ही गेंशिन कम खेलता हूँ, कोशिश करूँगा कि थोड़ा रेगुलर करूँ। आई होप कि तुम्हें पसंद आए तो लाइक करना, शेयर करना,